Do I have to shut up now? Or
I
like...
mean, no. I mean, we just have this in the background. We should be live now.
Alright. Can
So-
you get... Are you online?
I am. I should be online. So, hello. Let's do a real quick check. Game
Hello,
lobby is
hello.
full. Tell them to fuck off.
Game lobby... Oh. Wait, you can't join as a spectator?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why.
Can you put your own tournament draft in?
Yeah, I will.
I can go grab it for you as well.
I have it already. I'm joining. Wait, no, I'm not joining. What? Which one are they? Oh, this is the old one, actually.
There you go.
I have it as well. Well, it's invalid, so that's good.
Apparently you're getting invited again. I see the 3 dots by your name, or is it full?
Did I decline it? It's broken. Can they invite me straight out, like I'm literally in their front step? So, yeah, I can't get in. They need to trade on them, so... Well, that's good start of the SLE, as always.
Wait. I'm gonna see if one of them joins spectate. Alright, try now.
Give me 1 sec. Right, yeah.
There you go. Cool. Now you can join spectate.
There we go. Well, we got it all fixed. So, welcome everyone.
Oh, hello. Okay.
Yeah, sorry for another part of what is it? Technical difficulties, as always with SLE. We're here today for NSG, Dongen Gaming, and TV Evo. So, what are your expectations, Brady? Are you excited?
I mean, I'm super hyped, man. We have a new team versus the reigning champions in the first game. I'm sure Forsaken are super keen to make sure they get this split off to a flying start. But again, DCG just coming off the back of a loss yesterday, unfortunately for them. I hope that they come into this game with a strong mentality, looking to bounce back from yesterday. But yeah, I mean, I think we've seen both sides now. Obviously, we're unsure of a couple of the new players and a couple of the role swaps that Forsaken have done, and I'm super excited to see what their new roster brings to the table this split.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen some movements. We've seen Parker, one of the more infamous mid laners of last split, go to the jungle. I see that draft already also started, so that's great.
Lovely.
So we get right into the draft. We see Yon, Nunu, Caitlyn being banned from Forsaken side. We see the Sinzao, Zillion, Diana ban. Let's rush quick through the bans. Yon ban is just always useful after a certain amount of time. The Nunu ban is probably a target ban towards one of Dongen's members.
Dongen's AD carry Oni plays a lot of Nunu in the jungle, but I don't think Forsaken have... Yes, I don't think Forsaken have fully done their homework there, because the Nunu player is actually the AD carry. But perhaps they still just don't like the pick. They don't like the opportunity to flex, because we know in the SLE anyone can technically play anywhere until the last second. So yeah, we see another Rakan. I love to see Rakan. We've seen Rakan every single game. Why would today be any different?
So we also see the standard Sinzao Diana ban, like hard meta the bans, and the Bjergsen ban.
Yeah, the Bjergsen Zillion ban, and they will now lock into LeBlanc for DCGA. But yeah, I mean, anything crazy here? I mean, this is the first time we are seeing Zeri.
Yeah. So
I wonder where it's gonna be.
Yeah, this is gonna be because we know Bluetooth actually plays it a lot on top as well. Our EOS, the Challenger Camille main. I have seen it a bit, and it seems actually not too bad in certain matchups. But is it blind pickable? Probably not. So we can expect this to go to the ADC. The Volibear Rakan combo definitely. We're coming to dive here. Kind of message coming out here, but how easy is that actually into the Samira, Nautilus, LeBlanc? Like, are that even towers you like lanes you kind of want to dive with it?
Yeah, and I agree, and I also think with that Zeri first pick, you have the Nautilus for lockdown, and if Zeri can't kite around, she's actually you can just instant delete her for a teamfight part. You have Nautilus, you have LeBlanc, you have Samira.
Yeah, Zeri,
you just get the one shot. Zeri is just completely irrelevant.
A proper response with the 5-band for that, I think.
True. Making sure this Zeri
gets a bit more freedom.
Yeah, of course.
The Fiora or Caliban, do you expect a blind Camille with the Fiora ban?
I'm surprised I have not seen a Jarvan or a Lee Sin come down here, but they are going to opt for the Trundle. I assume that's going to be in the jungle. We don't really see it in the top lane anymore.
Another kind of cock ability for the Zeri, that killer slowing her down.
And leaving the Vex. The Vex open. We do and have seen Vex been picked as a counter pick for the LeBlanc, especially in the SLE. It got picked a couple of times last season towards the end as well. So it'll be interesting to see if Forsaken do go for it, and they will.
I think she's just a general strong pick overall anyway, and the Gwen.
And the Gwen. Forsaken really going heavy on the AP side of things here. Yeah, and even Zeri, I feel like, is a lot of mixed damage. But not a ton of CC for the side of Forsaken, but a whole lot of damage coming in.
Yeah, that's it's gonna be questionable if they can lock down that LeBlanc, that Samira. They have the Vex and the Rakan to follow up on it, so it's not impossible, but it's gonna be a lot on the Vex and the Rakan. They need to keep that Zeri safe. And the Malphite.
It's gonna be a Malphite locked into a Gwen Vex. I mean,
Dongen taking the I don't care about laning. I don't care about the late game part of it. I will just go team fight and we win from that. So
I mean, speaking of, it is a terrifying team fight from Dongen City Gaming here today with the Nautilus, with the Malphite, the Samira. I mean,
yeah, they're looking to fight. That's for sure.
They're looking to fight, and they're not looking for these fights to last particularly long. Yeah, I think. But at the same time, I feel like it's quite favorable for the Gwen into that Malphite. If Gwen can just set herself up in a side lane, I don't feel like Malphite, Trundle, Samira, none of these champions can really match Gwen in this side lane as the game goes on. And of course, I think Vex is going to have a good time in that mid lane. I think the only place that Forsaken really do need to be careful is in this bot lane, because we do know how dangerous Samira Nautilus can be. And Rakan, Zeri, both extremely squishy champions. Yes, a lot of mobility, but you can't dodge Nautilus ulti.
Yeah. And I think this is going to be a lot of pressure on Zeri, on Kai'Sa Mami on Zeri. So first time seeing Zeri in SLE, first time seeing Kai'Sa Mami on the champion. We kind of know that he's known for champions like Kai'Sa, of course, Draven. We've seen the some carries, the hard carries, the more mechanical hiding machines, you know.
He likes to flex his skills in the bot lane.
Yeah, so does it fit his strong early game style? That's my question. Is he able to adapt? Because I don't feel that like Zeri is a good early game. She skills really well, but I don't think her first few levels are as insane as Kai'Sa, Raven, you know.
True. But I definitely think Zeri still has that 1v9 potential that we're so used to seeing from Kai'Sa Mami. But yeah, I completely agree. He's definitely a player that likes to force that lead early, and I think Dongen done a really good job of saying, hey man, if you want to fight early, you are going to lose. You should not want to all-in a Nautilus Samira at any stage of the game. 2v2, I feel like that's just not going to end well for you. But yeah, we'll see. I think a lot of the onus of ganking from this Trundle is going to be down onto this bot side. I don't expect to see the Malphite getting much attention. You
it's an early. I think
could try to
can
gank Vex.
Yeah, I think if you would be Trundle here, you can look for Gwen when your Malphite hits 6. You have a strong gank at that point.
Yeah.
The one thing that is with the Gwen, she needs to be pushed. Because if you walk up as Trundle, you can't pillar her in the W. Like, the slow doesn't go off.
Does the knock-up still go?
I think the knock-up still goes, but that's not really what matters here, right? You want that slow together.
Yep.
So, but if she's pushed up, that Malphite ulti going in on her, getting that pillar on it, getting that cheese wheel thrown by Malphite, that's a long way to run back to your tower with a lot of slows.
True.
I think there is definitely potential on top lane around level 6, Malphite 6, but I think the 2v2 is going to be a rough one. So,
I mean, any 2v2 against a Volibear is going to be a rough one,
yeah,
right?
especially with Gwen being 6 as well.
But yeah, I think we can expect to see priority out of the mid and top sides from Forsaken. I think the bot side, you got to give that lane dominance over Samira Nautilus. So I think if Trundle can play for his bot lane and look to stack Drakes, that kind of thing, well, I think Paradinite? Is that how I pronounce it? I butchered that?
Also known as Arvid, our...
it's Arvid. Let's go.
Controversial salt and vinegar opinion.
I'm going to call him Arvid from now. That's fine. I think if Arvid can play up to the top lane for Snow and through the mid lane for Sanix and really focus the Heralds and try and almost split the map, I think they'll find a lot of joy and a lot of success there because, again, I think trying to take skirmishes and fights on the bot side of this map is where DCG is really going to shine with a potential LeBlanc Row, with the Samira Nautilus. There's a lot of CC there for Samira as well. And once she starts getting those resets, she basically becomes Katarina, you know? But yeah, going to be super interesting. Do you expect anything to happen level 1? There is a Nautilus, so there is a lot of CC.
Knowing Forsaken, they're going to be walking in. That's kind of what I feel like. Forsaken has a pretty strong level 1. So does Dongen. But I think Forsaken, knowing how they've been playing last split, I mean, we cannot sure for that, of course. Like, it could be a way different playstyle since there are 2 new members and there has been some shifting around.
True. But I mean, I agree, but the confidence is going to be high, right? Because obviously, we're talking about the reigning champs right now. They're here to like set the tone. You know, these guys are coming in. I assume they want to win. They expect to win. We heard what Arvid said the other day on the podcast. Okay, he is confident, and I think it wouldn't surprise me if we saw Forsaken going for something level 1.
Yeah.
Just because we know what these players like to do. We know Kaisa Mummy is very present in the early games. We know Arvid also an extremely confident player, and you can't forget about that Gwen level 1. It's kind of ridiculous. There's potential for a level 1 Fear as well with the Vex on Sanix. But again, it's hard because Nautilus Q auto into LeBlanc chain, that's a lot of CC.
Also,
plus the Samira passive.
I feel a lot of damage is like base first. You have 3 melees. If Malphite is sitting in that bush and he's smart, he doubles that E, levels that E up, level 1. That's gonna be a big nasty surprise for them because that will reduce all the attack speed in the melees. And
of course,
Gwen losing that attack speed just makes her a nasty level 1 suddenly not look that nasty anymore. But that's also the Trundle Q is gonna chunk the AD down of 1 target. I think the Dongen definitely have a really scary response if they're stacked. If they're not stacked, Malphite is kind of doomed. Trundle is kind of doomed. LeBlanc is just fine. Samira could level W, but it would give off so much laning pressure.
Having the E and the Q by level 2 is super important for Samira. For that all-in with the Nautilus as well. And it is going to look like we are finally going to get in. The spectator delay
is over, and
is
we're
done.
about to go in. If
There we go.
it's loading.
And once I can see the loading screen, I'm going to ask Runes, anything out of the ordinary here? Or are you pretty content with everything that you are seeing?
We see the Guardian on Rakan is would you have preferred an aftershock here? That's the
I don't think you're gonna be much of an aggressor from the Rakan here. I think the shielding is better, as we do now see pings coming out onto the top side from Dongen. But I don't think anything is gonna happen. But yes, we do see a lot of pings going down onto this bot side. It is gonna look like DCG are gonna look for that invade.
Yeah, they are stacking hard. They have the knowledge.
Greedo leading the way, and Forsaken perhaps not aware, as they are going to leave this one jungle entrance open. So,
this is a dangerous
they might
spot.
find an angle here.
So, okay, they seem to be recon. They are fine with the small vision lead they get here. We kind of see nothing coming out of the side of Forsaken, like kind of a bit weak in my opinion, of level 1. They're not getting any vision, any info. I don't think they saw any one of the Dongen gaming. Like,
I think they could be suspicious though, because of how Corborn joined the mid lane through that mid brush from a bit of an angle. So they might smell something going on, as both junglers are going to start on the top side of the map, and it's looking like Forger and Oni are getting into that middle brush, and they are going to look for some cheese here, level 1.
This is definitely something that can go bad real quick for Forsaken. They are respecting it, though. It is clear that they know what's going on here.
Of course, and DCG also know that Volibear did start topside, so...
and there is the hook.
The hook comes out, the stun is going to be followed up. The Rakan W does come through, but it is just going to be light trading going down. It does actually look like Kaisa, Mummy, and Parker Watcher coming out the benefactories of that trade overall. There's just a little trade there, trying to cheese your way to a win, level 1.
Looking at the HP bars, having the Samira being almost full, and the Jerry missing that little bit of 1/3 healing up now. I think DCG kind of won it, just because of the all-in potential you create with it.
And the bot lane does hit 2 here, but nothing is going to happen. Both junglers bot side now as well, so it is going to look like a fight over this Scuttle Crab as mid. I cannot tell you what priority is looking like mid, but bot lane, DCG do have that priority, and it does look like they can move first.
Small trades going on in mid lane. Ruburn starting to create prio for his jungler. Both junglers opted for a free camp.
Volibear looking here, but Trundle is also in the area. They might meet here, as he might face check him. Volibear is going to land the stun. The Thunderclap is going to come down. Greedo forced to run away the pillar. Rakan flashes the wall, and Greedo is forced to flash away. And in the end, it is going to look like nothing is going to happen, but a huge win coming over to Arvid. The Ignite also going to go down, a little bit preemptive there from Parker Watcher, but ultimately nothing happening.
Yeah, I think this is a good point for Arvid to generate more tempo than the Trundle. The Volibear gets some freedom in the bot river here, which is going to give him that Scuttle Crab.
Yeah, he's just going to pick that one up. Freebie for him, and it's going to look like the Trundle is sent home packing, and we shall see if he goes for that top crab. I am not sure if he will go for it or not.
So the Gwen is at risk of a gank coming in here soon, so we should expect her to either go for that Scuttle or for a reset.
Rakan passive shield just getting his reset off there. Feels bad for LeBlanc, but it's okay. But yeah, Volibear gonna get the double Scuttle. Maybe not quite as impactful as it once was this time last season, but still a nice mental win there for Arvid.
Yeah, definitely for sure. I mean, it's still a small gold lead to generate of it. It's not the insane XP lead we saw last season, in which it was you get double Scuttle, you just go next.
Yeah.
Volibear opting to play towards top, going from Wolves to his Gromp, so I am expecting him to look for a gank on that bounce.
If I'm not mistaken as well, I think Dragon is going to be spawning in 20 seconds, so they might look for that if you're DCG, but I'm not sure. If you could turn on the objective timers, it would be nice. But Rakan here found himself a little flank. I'm not sure if he does want to go for this.
Oh, a good
They are looking onto Vex. The flash is going to come out, and that is just going to get Sanix out of there. So mid lane flash forced out. The Rakan flank is also going to be given up, unfortunately, as now this DCG bot lane once again has found themselves in quite a controlling position, I say, as the Cloud Drake has spawned. But Arvid now sneaking his way into this bot as the Hex Flash is going to come down. W comes out into the slow from Zeri, and they are looking hard onto Nautilus here. He is just going to be forced to flash away, and once again, gank avoided. But at what cost? As now Forger has no flash. He does not have the Hex Flash either. So, yeah, and just Arvid just getting down there first twice now as Greedo is just going to clear out his Gromp.
Yeah, also creating that cryo for this Drake with that gank. Arvid kind of being the proactive member at the or jungler at the moment.
And I mean, I don't know a whole lot about the jungle, but it's good to see that from a Volibear anyway, as Greedo will now spot the Drake, and TP will come in mid as I think they are just going to let this one go, as neither mid nor bot seem too interested in rotating. Greedo is just going to take the back, and that is going to be first Drake over to the side of Forsaken.
So if we can look at the pit real quick, the next one is going to be an Hex Stack Drake. Oh, and we see action coming down here.
Nothing again. Volibear just going to help to push in another bot wave. Volibear doing such a good job of making sure his bot has prio when he needs it to, because again, I think Vex Sanix has been doing a great job of getting prio when required. It is Vex into the Blanc, so you can normally get that going, as we do see some pretty aggressive trading top. Malphite kind of low on mana, so he's going to be forced to stay though without the TP and the wave crashing. But yeah, I mean, completely even game. Still 0-0 at the 7-minute mark. Both teams, what do you think? Happy to scale, or do you think... oh, I do say that, as they are going to look for that gank. The Gwen will come down, so the W, the Unstoppable Force, and that is just going to be a free Malphite kill, unless she turns it around with the Conqueror and goes away. And she get out of there now.
I will look up, but they mid some heavy trading going on as well.
Doesn't look like it's going to come to anything, but Qborn does have Ignite. Sanix is going to get ignited, and Arvid just going to come in. But is it going to be a trade kill? It is.
So, kind of a solo bolo for Qborn on mid lane. And Snow coming in really clutch there with that reverse on the gank.
I mean, yeah.
We talked about the level 6 window of Malphite, but I don't think this is how they expected it to go.
Call an ambulance, but not for me. Gwen just completely... I mean, again, I think that is something that is completely underestimated. Like, that's two kind of tanky people trying to go on a Gwen with Conqueror. If she gets it stacked up, and that initial burst doesn't kill her, there isn't a whole lot more they have left in the tank, unless maybe the Trundle comes in with level 6, but
yeah, that ultimate last proc part with Conqueror stack, that's a lot of damage, but a lot of healing as well.
Kurbo not giving Sanix a break here in the mid lane, but the Ignite is down, so I don't expect to be much kill pressure going down, as Kaisamami and Parker Watcher are going to push in their wave and look for some vision, but yeah, right now, again, Forsaken up a 1k gold lead. This is what we like to see and what we've grown to expect from them with this very early dominant team, but again, do they outscale? And if they do or don't, is it going to be enough later on? That's my question to you.
It's also I think it's dependent on how good the Gwen is going to play her stronger side. Because he will, at 2 items, make Malphite run for his money. As once he has the Nash's and that Riftmaker, it's a rough one for Malphite. There's not much you can do unless you're far ahead as Malphite. So it's gonna be dependent
it's
on...
also looking like
there is
The Rift Herald is just going to get picked up as Greedo is on the bot side. So, yeah, they're just going to pick up a free objective there. And, yeah, where would you like to see this Rift Herald go? Is Malphite looking for vision? A little bit spooky for him right there, but it's going to be fine.
I think you're putting all your eggs into the Gwen basket at this point for a bit. It's clear that Xanax is struggling a bit against Carborn. And it's a LeBlanc. So how much can you get out of that lane? Especially with a Volibear.
Greedo is hovering here as he is going to go flash, going to come out the smite, the fear going to go down, but the chains are just going to go wide, but the pillar comes out as well. Sanix going to get the ulti, but it is not going to be enough, and he is going to go down here to Greedo. That is Sanix dying again in the mid lane, but it might not be over here. So the rest of Forsaken are going to turn up to this one, but nothing going to come from it. Again, yeah, Greedo, a great job around this mid lane. I mean, 1v1, the Vex does a great job of like really nullifying and canceling out what LeBlanc wants to do. But again, that pillar, I feel like, is going to be such a nuisance for a control mage with no mobility, really. There's no way for her to get away. She's forced to go in, and she just doesn't have the damage right now to really pop Curbone. Or Curborn. Sheesh, my English.
Not known for a proper pronunciation. Sport Chucky on top lane, Zero Gaming player.
And
got his name budget enough.
Tebow is rotating for this. Zeri might get caught as the flash Unstoppable Force does come out. Rakan gonna ult as well. Kaisamami gonna ult. Both of them gonna flash out. And now the re-engage as Volibear does go forward. And he's just gonna get completely blown up. Forced to ult away as well. And now it's gonna look as Zeri is just gonna kite this one out. She has got the ult proc. She is gonna start moving quick. The fear gonna come down. The grand entrance onto two people. Gonna force into Samira ulti coming out. She does get popped. However, Curbone on the other side gonna take out two, and now Rakan is next. Sanix has to run away here, but do they have enough damage to get through? Smite, just barely not enough, and Greedo gets away with the sliver of health, and Rakan will follow, and now it is just a free Drake, and was that an ace? No, Snow is up on the top side. He did not opt to rotate for that. They are going to get First Blood Tower off of it, but
that's a lot of gold coming in for the Gwen, though. And they're not taking the Drake. I think that's a bit of a question mark to be put down for DCG. Like, why are we not taking the Drake? I know that Greedo was low, but we slapped all of them pretty hard. So
yeah, this is exactly what we were talking about, though. Why are you trying to take a skirmish down against a Nautilus and a Samira? However, now it is going to look like Arvid is just going to get vision for the Drake. I don't know if he's going to start it because Forger is going to spot him. They might turn, but the Rakan and the Zeri are there. Again, Nautilus not scared of this one, but will not take it in the end.
But the LeBlanc is starting to look really scary with those 3 kills. Slightly behind on CS against Sanix, but definitely up in gold.
When does the LeBlanc ever have good CS, right? Yeah. As the Rift Herald is going to be summoned bot. They are just going to look for plates as they are going to look for a trade onto Sanix. He's going to get chunked. Fear comes down. But he's going to be out of this fight if they do opt to go for the Drake here. But
he is having Corrupting Pots ticking at the moment, so he might actually get healthy enough to...
Corbin needs to be careful here, but they will get spotted out. Trundle also going to get spotted, but they will also see that Gwen has made her way down for this fight. As Kaisamami has found Forger, they might look. The Grand Entrance does come down, and it is going to look like Forger's just going to get picked up here. Stepping too far forward, and this is going to be the Drake start for Forsaken.
Yeah, and the gold lead even into Forsaken's hands, even though they've been down a few kills after that first big skirmish around the Drake, and probably mainly coming all from the Gwen. Having those plates on top side.
Yeah, and I mean, Malphite again opting to stay top as Gwen might get caught here as Corborn looks for a trade. Malphite is also there to rotate, but now Vex and Rakan are moving up, so they will just move away. Again, LeBlanc does need to be careful as the quickness does come down. He is going to get hooked. Gwen ult also comes down, but now Gwen is stuck in a rock and a hard place. She's going to get Nautilus ulted. The fear comes down. The Gwen ult comes down, but it is a shutdown for Curbone. And yeah, this is a 4-in-1 LeBlanc. 10 Dark Seal stacks. This has got to be scary for Forsaken.
There's the Magi's Curse coming out in a second. Definitely Turbon getting a lot of pressure on his shoulders here. I think it's kind of up to him to set up these upcoming few fights here. He has the damage for it. He just needs to find the angles, and that's of course also partly on his team clearing the vision for him to do the LeBlanc thing. You know, the out of Raptor Pit into mid lane, bye-bye ADC style plays. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think DCG doing a great job of playing to their team's strength, looking for fights, although on both side lanes, they did give up tower, both sides, for fights. And money onto Kaisamami and money onto RD7 Snow is not where you want money to be if you are DCG. The two carries for Forsaken at the moment. Yeah, I mean, gold is relatively even, but I feel like if we do look at how much gold everyone has, we are going to see a lot of extra gold exactly onto this Gwen and onto this 80 carry Kaisamami for Forsaken, and that is exactly where you want it to be. I mean, yes, Kerborn also is up a full K gold, but is it going to be enough to delete the Gwen? All right, nothing going to happen there, but is it going to be enough to delete the Gwen and delete Kaisamami? I'm not sure.
I think it's do or die for DCG at the moment. It's not gonna get any better, and all the small leads they generated, they never really got any objective out of it outside of the top tower. We are seeing some trading to the mid tower and it being taken here.
What do you think of this? They do actually trade second herald for mid tower. Now I do expect them to.
I think it's worth with how you want the LeBlanc to free up. Getting that. Yeah.
Sorry, it is just going to look like they are going to move LeBlanc now down into this final outer tier tower into the bot lane, but Herald going to be spawned mid. I don't expect there to be an engage, as Herald will just
but this is a dangerous angle.
But, Kaisamami might just get poked here. The exhaust comes down. Both ultis from the Rakan and the Vex, and boom, now it is going to be picked up. Corbon and the fight will continue. The Volley Bear comes down. The Vex ult huge comes through, but Malphite is here now as the second part of the Vex ult does hit, and now there is a slap fest going on between the Volley and the Trundle, but it is not enough. But they keep going. Vex just barely overreaches, and now it is Zeri freed up to just clean up the fight.
Yeah, it's starting to slowly look grimmer and grimmer for DCG. This is not the spot they want to be in. They want to make a pick out of flanks like that, but they get picked. Of course, the exhaust being expended does not help Kerborn with his damage output on top of the Zeri.
And also important to note, that's another big chunk of change going down onto Gwen, as Gwen did pick up the shot down onto Kerborn right there. And yeah, I mean, a good idea with the flank, but again, not accounting for the return trade exhaust, plus the amount of CC coming out of Rakan, coming out of Volley Bear, and even the fear from Sanix. But yeah, just slightly better coordinated, I feel like, Forsaken in that team fight.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like DCG should have been way more pushed up already with the LeBlanc flank.
However, it is only a 3k gold lead. The next Drake up is up in a minute, and it is looking like DCG are posturing to fight this one, as there is a flank TP coming down from the Gwen. I wonder if they've noticed.
It doesn't seem like it. Gwen is about
now
to start
Volley Bear getting poked. The Vex ult does come down. A huge 4-man fear comes out into the quickness, the Zerial, and the Gwen flank. And it is just going to be lights out here for DCG, and it is going to be a 4-for-2. Oh, maybe picked up in return. Kurbone just a one-shotting someone right there. I wasn't even sure who it was. But 3-for-4. Kurbone survives, but again, the two carries, the two people with all the gold for Forsaken, these are the people that you want to be killing. However, it might be stolen here. Unfortunate. Good try. And now it is gonna be looking like Kurbone is not gonna be found, and they are gonna let her get away with that one.
So close yet so far. That's how those fights look for DCG. The Zamira almost getting her full, or like her ultimate off, but getting cancelled by I think the Rakan knockup, but I don't know for sure. It's a long waiting game for the Zamira here. There's a lot of CC that you have to wait out, and it's definitely showing that it's a hard one when there is being so hard engaged on top of you.
Oh, pings out now onto Samira. There might look as the Rakan is going to be forced to run away here. Does he have the ability to do so? Yes, he will. He will just use the Shirelias and get out of that one. But, yeah, just some light trading, looking for vision. As Baron is going to be spawning in the next 10 seconds. Nautilus might be caught here. Gwen is fed. The ultimate will come down. Oh my goodness, he's just going to get completely popped.
Yeah, the Nautilus on the support budget can just not withstand this 6-1 Gwen.
And now they are looking onto Oni. Can Arvid get there? He can't. And Greedo is now in the area, but again, with no Nautilus, your main engage is gone. However, Corbon is looking here. He's going to get forced away. The Zeri ult is going to come down, and they are just going to completely one-shot Oni. And now Trundle is on the run, and it is not going to be enough. And is Corbon going to be next? Zeri is not done here. And it is going to look like the Gwen passive is going to be popped. Is she going to find his way out of this one? I think she is. But Zeri not done yet. Going to get hooked. The exhaust going to come down. The Nautilus ult also coming down. And the Malphite ulti. Rakan's going to go over the wall. And, I mean, Zeri is just kiting this one out so well. There's no more engage. There's no more damage. And Zeri is just going to clean this one up now. Malphite might fall next as Rakan does that low. But Zeri is just so fast with this ult. The flash going to come out. It is not going to matter. And that is 2 more kills, but Corbon might have found Volibear here. Free pickup right at the end.
Meanwhile, the entire blue side of DCG being taken away, but Corbon
with another, getting a one-shot. The chain is going to connect. Is it going to be a triple kill? Doesn't have quite... Oh, the triple kill going to come down. Now Trundle also in a bit of a rough spot. The Gwen is just so fed. Doesn't have any more ult charges, so he is going to survive this one, but just barely. And it feels like backs against the wall. DCG, Corbon trying his absolute hardest to salvage the situation, but just not enough this time around.
I don't know who picked it up, but I saw a 1k popping up in the screen. I don't know from which side. I'm expecting it being Corbon, his shutdown going down. It's, I think Sanix picked it up, looking at his gold at the moment, but I am not sure. But yeah, that's a lot of gold towards NSF.
Yep.
Which gets cancelled out by the triple kill, of course, being almost the same amount of gold there, but...
But again, does the LeBlanc have the means to effectively one-shot the whole enemy team? And I do not think so, as all eyes move over to Baron here. Forsaken have the money. They are just going to move and just walk this one in. Clear out some vision. However, Rakan needs to be careful. And LeBlanc going to do the LeBlanc thing where she just jumps in and out. Feels good, man.
2 important items to note at the moment, I think, is the Banshees on the...
Oh, Samira, Oni, oh no, force the flash, the stun comes down, the charm comes out, and goodbye. And now Gwen on the other side of the fight, the Vex ult is going to connect down onto Trundle. Are they going to take it? He's going in, the Malphite is very low, however, Gwen nearly popped there. And now Zeri might just run this fight down with the help of Arvid. Trundle is just going to get picked up there, but Corbon is still knocking around. They are going to pick up Forger as well. Support budget, he is not yet even at a single item. And it is all up to T-Bow and Corbon to try and stop this Baron. I don't know if they are even going to try, because it does look like the Baron will go over to Forsaken.
Yeah, this is definitely rough with Dragon spawning in a couple of seconds as well. This would be nice if I had the timers on as well. There we go. That's will
20 seconds out. However, okay, someone Sanix TPing. No, it is actually Snow TPing into this, but again, T-Bow and Corbon not happy about this.
Good
the chain is gonna connect. The root's gonna come down. The unstoppable force is gonna come out in the shutdown onto Corbon, and the Drake is spawning now, but they do not have Malphite ulti anymore. So is killing Snow gonna be enough as the Drake will get started? Soul point now, so Arvid might just be able to steal this one, and they might just get away with Soul as he is now in Tribrush. Nautilus is going to find him. The ult comes down, and he is going to steal the Drake, and now it is a full-out fight. The Vex comes in, a 3-man knockup from Rakan, and it is just all over for DCG. Can Corbon get away? Zeri is not going to let him. As I take it back, Zeri is gonna let him.
And
But
Forsaken seems to just trying to look for the finish here. I suspect they don't have any super minions, so they probably will end it at the inhib towers.
true. Forsaken just barreling down the base now. I don't think there is any angle for Kerborn to work his way in here. And again, such good setup for that Drake. But what he is gonna look for quite the poke angle. My goodness. But yeah, Forsaken did such a good job. Arvid did such a good job of timing that engage with his team to pick up that Drake. As both inhibitor towers do look to be falling now if they do not get defended. It is looking like only one will fall, but the Nautilus ult has come out. They are hunting this Seri. The hook is going to go wide, but is Rakan, he's going to be forced to flash away, and ultimately nothing happens. They will also lose that second inhibitor tower, but no inhibitors yet, as the rotation up to the top side does continue, and the siege, the Baron power play does continue.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think the 5 seconds of peace we are gonna get in this explosive game, where we're talking about over a kill a minute. Itemization, we do not see a lot of anti-healing on the side of DCG. They need to step up on that one, with the Ocean Soul being secured for Forsaken for sure. The Shadow Flame, the LeBlanc is like full I'm looking for people build here. Has the Banshees to go deep. Vex having the ability for the possibility to go all in with the Sonyas just makes it so hard for One to do anything here. Would you think a QSS would be even an idea for the Samira here? Because I feel like she has not been able to do much because of the layering.
I agree, but again, if you're Samira, you're looking for that huge teamfight ult, and QSS, doesn't matter, your ulti is still going to be cancelled, so either way, your damage is stopped, whether you like it or not. And now, the Vex is going to win wall, or going to get the ulti win walled, as Kerbone is looking for flank here. There might be a fight, as Trundle does look forward with the W. They are going to look to really defend this inhibitor. It is standing on its final legs, and LeBlanc still just looking, just kind of poking, kind of sticking her nose into places where LeBlanc really shouldn't be, but it's LeBlanc, so she's going to get away with it. But yeah, and I mean, the next objective is up in 2 minutes, so I think DCG are kind of happy just to turtle up here. Yes, they give up pretty much all of their map presence and pressure, but when you're 10k gold behind, Ocean Soul down, you don't really have a choice, and it is kind of Forsaken's game to lose now more than it is DCG's game to win.
Yeah, definitely, I agree on you with that. Let's look real quick to the fog of the red team, and we can see it's really dark. It's really dark for them. A lot of problem that gets created because of that.
Malphite is gonna get caught, gonna be forced to ult away, but Gwen ult is also gonna come down. The quickness is also gonna come down, and Malphite gets away. They are gonna lose that top lane tower, but that is a lot of resources expended there for Forsaken, as Gwen is just gonna throw that final part of his ulti out. As Volibear Arvid might also be caught out in the mid lane, but they are just going to look to cross-map here, as Arvid is not done. He is just going to go in, and Kerbo now does have the flank onto Arvid. Arvid going to be forced to ulti away. The pillar comes down. The Nautilus ult stops the Rakan W, but now it is time for that mid lane inhibitor to fall. Again, Kerbo looking for poke, but again, it is just the Ocean Drake, the healing. The poke is just not sticking, as Trundle ult now comes down. And again, all for nothing, as some more LeBlanc poke will go down, but 2 more inhibitors to the side of Forsaken.
Yeah, and with the Baron spawning soon, you do have the luxury of it being the mid and top inhib and not being the bot inhib, but still, that's 2 waves you have to shove out every single time you kind of want to check on Baron.
Now,
yeah,
there is a 40-second delay between the Baron and the Elder. Is there a world where one team gets Baron and then DCG go down and sneak the Elder, as Kerbone is just going to get away there? But what do you think of that proposal?
I would say Kerborn, go to that Baron pit, and keep them busy as long as we can. We are sending all 4 members, maybe 3 members, to that Elder. Just threaten that Baron as much as you can, and like try to create that little window for the Elder and use it to flip a fight into your favor. But
however, oh my, it's looking like the Baron is just going to get insta-started, and DCG going to walk in blind as the chain will now reveal the Baron. The flash forward, it is not going to be enough to get the Baron, and now the team fight starts. The quickness, the Gwen ult, the flash over the wall. Nautilus is going to go down. Gwen is going to flash the wall too, and all the healing comes out, and Zeri can just clean up the fight. The exhaust goes down. Kurbone might just barely get away. No, she won't. The TP come down mid and run. Samira run. She is just going to recall. It's not looking like it's going to matter. Forsaken actually just going to ignore it. Oh, never mind. Knockup comes through. Zeri picks up that kill, and that is going to be the end of this one. DCG just losing their footing at around the 20-minute mark, and Forsaken doing a great job of completely dominating that mid-late game. Zeri with 17 kills in the end.
Yeah, I think we can blame DCG for that Baron fight. I think that was the proper call to make. Flip it on it. You have a LeBlanc, you have a Malphite, you have some burst coming in. But Arvid just coming in with the clutch smite at 105 HP. I think I saw it at one point. Like that was a
couple of clutch smites there from Arvid, in my opinion. He did a great job, but again, just everyone enabling. They just didn't have enough damage to keep this Zeri locked down. And I think I'm not entirely sure. We doing an interview? We going for it?
I see Arvid and
Kaisamami sitting in there.
We know it's gonna be explosive interview, but let me direct them in here real quick. Hello guys.
Hello guys. Hello. Congratulations.
Hello.
Thank you.
So slowest early game, a bit iffy, but a really solid mid to late game. Like, there was not much going wrong after, 15 minutes anymore. It was all going perfect. How did you guys get it all so good on the map?
We just figured out we just scaled better than the enemy team, and we had Ocean Soul.
And we are better.
Yeah, and we are just better. Like my volley is so cracked.
Yeah, definitely some cracked smite battles going on there. The 150 HP on that last Baron being intense, but still being secured by you, Arvid. I think that was a good game. You guys excited about like the other casts? Yeah, I don't think there's much to talk about this game itself. Is it? Like, I think it's mostly what's ahead. Because
I mean, yeah, I agree, but I think a good question to ask is drafts. Did you guys expect the draft to go the way it did? How did you think draft went? Did you think you guys like 5th pick and you guys, this free game? Or like, talk us through it.
It was like when we got the first pick, Zeri, we just knew we won.
Yeah.
The first pick, you knew from B1, the game was done.
Yeah, who leaves Zeri up on blue side in an official match? Like if you leave it up in scrims because you have a counter for it, like that's fine. But leave it open in an official match, man.
I mean, at the moment, it's probably still the unknowingness of a lot of teams with it. That's why it's being left open.
It's been played in pro play for so many times. I think they should know by now. If they don't know by now, it's kind of on them.
My question to you is, what flavor crisps were you eating before the game? I think that's what everyone wants to know.
I don't eat chips on Sundays. It's only Fridays and Saturdays.
It's okay. It's a Friday Saturday thing. It's not a Sunday thing.
No.
Okay.
Sunday is for church.
I mean, chips are for losers.
Oh, for real? It doesn't even matter what flavor anymore. Just all chips, losers.
All chips, fucking dog shit.
Here in NSG Forsaken, we have very strong opinions about chips.
Yeah, we have noticed those strong opinions about chips.
Yeah. Well,
it's bread with cheese. That's the way to go.
Is that not just pizza then?
Tiny bit of cheese on top of some fucking full corn bread, best shit in the world. You don't need chips.
Wait, are we talking about toast or are you just talking about like normal bread?
Snacks, dude.
Snacks.
Just snacks generally, yeah.
Just-
Like a little bit of bread or like a cracker.
Bread is the only
So,
fucking
yeah,
snack
okay,
you need.
you're trying to tell us carb gang.
Yeah.
I respect that. I respect that.
Oh,
So,
good. Oh my god.
Well,
I think my final question, and I think I know the answer to it, is going forward. Rengo touched on it. Are we looking at defending champions? Are we looking at like runners up? What's the goal?
No, we actually thought about coming last. That's fine.
Okay.
well, Arvid, I hated to bring it to you, but you need to lose games if you want to get the last. It's not going to your plan.
I mean, that probably says more about the enemy teams than it do us.
Okay. You guys are so good that even when you're trying to int, you can't. I see.
No, I think it's just the other teams are just so bad that even when we try to lose, we can't.
Yeah, you guys are just too clean.
Yep.
Oh,
too clean.
What's the
Even when
next
we're not.
game on you guys' schedule real quick if I can pull it up?
I believe it's Zero Gaming.
It's Zero Gaming, so it's a little bit of an old friend or nemesis, whatever you want to call it. How is
Nemesis might be pushing it, but okay.
Okay, yeah. So you guys excited? Like, you guys scared or like it's gonna be a cakewalk?
I'm so fucking excited. I can't wait. I'm gonna fucking destroy them.
Isn't it Tariki on bot lane, Brady?
Yeah, I'm a big Tariki believer. I like the guy as an AD carry. He's a good player in my opinion. But listen, Kaisamami doesn't seem too worried. He's gonna pick Zeri. He's gonna go 19-1 or something crazy. You know, the normal day's work for this man here.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be stuck playing Volley Bertrand and Zinj out. Yeah.
I was gonna say Zin is a good one as well, but unfortunately got banned today.
It's always gonna be banned. Like, you see my solo queue stats? Like that's the only champ I fucking win on.
Solo queue god. I see.
Yes, of course.
But yes, once again, congratulations to you guys, and I wish you both the best in your games to come.
Yeah, and good luck.
That we needed.
Thank you guys for the interview. So that was Arvid and Kaisamami from Forsaken. We have only around 10 more minutes, so let's recap a bit on the game and let's start looking at the next game. So, dominant second half of Forsaken. Not completely perfect first half. DCG definitely had chances, but yeah, just not it. Close, but just not there. I feel like that's DCG at the moment.
MVP for you, in your opinion, that game?
Ooh, I'm gonna be controversial. I think it's either gonna be Arvid or Parker. And Parker, because of how his fights in his fighting went. His micro in the fighting seemed really good. I think Arvid or like Parker kind of stopped every big engage of the.
I think that is correct, but I also think you're missing out an equally controversial pick, and I think I'm going to give MVP to Sanix. I think his mid game team fights. I think every single team fight he had, the dude got like a 3+ man fear off on Vex ultimate to start the fight off.
True.
It was kind of nuts.
I think there wasn't really an MVP in the team. I think
everyone did their job. Everyone played it well.
There's no one that really excelled out of it. But yeah, maybe Sanix had a lot of those fears coming in there as well. It's hectic fight. It's hectic fight. So is it Parker that's blocking the ultimate or the re-engage? Is it Sanix?
And we're not even mentioning Snow up in the top lane. The man literally 2v1'd at level 6, no problem. Got himself his own lead, and yeah, he's just the lane god.
Yeah, had a good TP flank coming in. Got all those plays on the top lane, and yeah.
So just strong performances coming out from each and every one of the members from Forsaken today.
Well, I think with that we should start looking into the next game, which is TV versus Evo. I am not breaking my tongue on that.
Team Vitagen versus Team Evo. Two new teams to the competition. We have seen Team Vitagen play, formerly known as Team Negative Gaming, I think? Or were they Team Negative Mental Gaming?
They were Team Negative Gaming. So
Team
out
Negative
of the top
Gaming.
of my head, it's
and Team Evo. I know there's a lot of hype and a lot of around Team Evo. I know certain people are a fan. Jonas.
Yeah.
A
little bit of bias going on there.
But I think we can expect to see quite a close game. But again, I've seen more of Team Evo, and where they really are strong is as a team and doing things together and making map plays and making macro plays. I don't know quite so much what to expect from Vitagen or Vitagen or TV. But it's definitely going to be an interesting one. Yeah, and I mean, question to you: do you think either one of these two teams has the potential or has the stature to come in as a new team and beat a team like Forsaken, for example?
I think Evo definitely has chances. I haven't seen enough of TV. But,
of course.
I mean, we haven't seen a lot of Evo either, but I think, I've said it before, I think Evo has not a single player that's like, that's the best blah blah laner of the league. But they are a team. They are a team. They move around as a team. They play as a team. Like,
the sum is greater than the parts.
Yeah. I think they don't have the best in one lane, but they have good members, and they use those good members as a team, and I think that's what you need to, especially in Forsaken. We saw a bit of heaviness in the early game. A team like Evo might exploit that way more than ECG could today.
And what I think is really interesting about a team like Evo is that a lot of them have actually been in and around the SLE scene before last split as substitutes, and I think a lot of them have kind of banded together now. They have their coach, and they're just going for it. I think that is Team Evo with Yon and
but I think TV's story is kind of the same at the moment. A couple of players that were substitutes in split or in teams of split one.
Looking to make a name for themselves here, you know what I mean?
The Chosen One being one of them, kind of considered the bench potential of the Flash Forces back then, because when he got out, he had a stellar performance on the Olaf.
When they let him out of the cage.
When he got unbenched, he didn't show them the Kens, he showed them the Viking, and I think he rolled that game with a good performance as Olaf, if I recall correctly. But yeah, so I think it's a good thing for us to just take a 2-3 minute refill break.
Sounds good.
Get some water going, and we will talk to you guys in a second when we get draft going.
Hello.
I'm gonna get everything ready for the next draft, see how our teams are doing.
I'm gonna look at the title for the SLE.
I think it's fine. I think I had.
I got wind from Dutch that it says RT1. Yeah, it says RT1 versus Dongen City.
Then I think what's going on because of how we stream these days. Let me change that.
Yeah, I can go in and change it.
Yeah, you changed it. I will start looking if the teams have everything set up. I will also try to make my draft overlay not have the champions in the middle of it. So yeah, general feeling about the split?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I think.
What team is it's TV versus
Evo.
Evo. Where's that should have done something. Cool.
Yeah, that's fixed. I got my side fixed as well. So yeah, I will start checking. So anything in particular you're excited about? Do you think Evo is gonna pull out the Gragas, Diana, Yasuo, Wombo combo team again? Or do you think we're gonna see something different from them today?
Wait, are they not TV? Am I trolling?
Team Vitagen and Team Evo. TV. I don't know if you're trolling.
No, it is.
Yeah.
The TV don't know what their
Initials are.
yeah.
Poor guys got forced to rebrand for clarity.
What is it?
Yeah.
I'm actually getting memed on it.
Yeah. Happens to the best of us. High quality S-League casting, as always. So yeah. We're waiting for Team Evo at the moment. I can start.
I pinged them in their channel.
Yeah. I can start. Do we do some OP.gg pulling up in the meantime?
Oh yeah, sure. Let me open those.
Yeah,
have you got music playing, by the way?
We have music going on in the background.
Okay.
Chat vibing.
Production.
Rap rave coming in soon. When? The good old Beat Saber bangers. Yes. Let me.
Apparently, Evo are just in a scrim game.
Oh, okay. Well, that seems that we're having some stuff going on.
Yo, can we just scream at Nick?
I mean, we can always scream at Nick.
Let me find their roster. So
yeah. 1302 20. Yep, that's now. So
where is game lobby chat?
I will take a split second and mute the stream.
Have we been live this whole time?
We have been live the whole time, of course.
Oh, I stream.
So yeah, I will check in for 1 sec and then I'll be back. Well, it's seemingly that Evo is held up. They have 7 more minutes to show up. Otherwise, we sadly have to cancel tonight's second part of the stream. But yeah, I think we just pull up Vitagen in the meantime and see what's going on there. See if there are any surprises. Pretty much.
Do you let me? I have all of them.
Oh, but yeah, everything is broken because of Vitagen's API.
Lol.
Being down.
Let me help you out. There's that's Vitagen. Let me open up the Vitagen. Okay, so
there we go. I have it on stream, kinda. So yeah, I'm in the Vitagen as well. PV. We see some young players. Well, yeah, the mid laner is definitely a Yone enjoyer. What we can see. Also played some jungle. And Zoe, Syndra, the few control mates to see. I like one of the few. But yeah, more of the melee carry type of guy. You think they will let Young go through like that with so many games, especially last season?
The thing is, he's got the Yone, he's got the Yas, he's got the Zoe. Those are like the go-to. I can't imagine them letting Yone go through.
Yeah.
If it's me, I'm banning Yone. I just don't like the champion, though.
Yeah, it can go 0-5 in lane, hit 2 items, and still carry a team fight with how strong lethal tempo is on him. Also, his level 1 and level 2 are... And level 3, like, his skirmishing is insane together with your jungler. He's over the wall into the enemy raptor pit, and yeah. It's,
But yeah, what about the rest of team Vitagen or Vitagen? I see Dutch playing a lot of Zin, Viego, Vi, not quite as meta, but still good. Trundle, Lee Sin, looking like quite the meta slave at the moment. So yeah, I think it's gonna be hard to ban him out. I see LMR, also the Jinx, the Jin, the Ezreal, a little bit of Twitch.
yeah.
I mean, have we seen Twitch? I think we have seen Twitch being played in plays.
Yeah. We have seen Twitch Lulu game once. I think it was Apes and Suits Academy, if I recall it correctly. I'm not 100% sure about it.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then you obviously have their support main, who also just has the champion ocean. Of course, Bard is included in that ocean, but you see the Bard, the Lulus, the Jannas, you got Zera, like a little bit of everything, to be honest. Bits and pieces, Pike as well, Thresh.
Yeah, Bada Papa definitely looking like the, oh shit, we can't really ban out this guy. We just need to ban what's shit troubling our comp. Like, yeah, I feel a lot of flexibility, engage, heal, enchanters. It's a bit of both, and that's kind of what you're looking for your support, right? That flexibility, giving your jungler the tools. Yeah.
Is there anyone here, just looking based off the OPG, and we'll move on to Evo once we finish talking about these guys, that you're like, look, this guy, just based off of the stats, this is who I'm looking at this game for that carry play, for that pop off moment. Is there anyone here that you just off the top of like the statistics you can identify as perhaps that kind of a player, or is it just completely vague?
I think Dutch will probably show his best sides, or try to show his best sides, looking as the strongest member kind of the team. I'm not gonna judge too much, but like it's mostly also because of his performance in Split 1. I have this predetermined idea of him, but
of course, because we've seen Dutch play before. We're yet to see others on this team play, but I think X-Thice, there's potential there. I'm seeing a lot of hyper carry type champions. I'm also kind of curious to see what M1TK is going to bring out. Because again, he does play some mid lane as well, so you could even see like, I don't know, Echo top, or I don't know. I see a Rengar top game. It didn't go too well for him, but seeing some Akali, some Kiana, definitely a mix. So I think there's opportunity to be flexible in this team. Yeah, okay. Dutch is perhaps on paper the highest ranked player, and of course we've seen him play before, and he looked great. But I think there are other avenues which we have not seen from this team, and maybe haven't even been explored by the teams themselves. But yeah, I don't think I have too much more to say about that one.
Yeah, I think we can slowly start looking into Team Evo. But yeah, I think Dutch spies are the potential we're gonna carry this game kind of stuff. But yeah, let me see.
Once I have
the Evo one,
Evo's OPGG will be available in a few moments. But yeah, I don't know. I think again, I've said it a few times now. I expect this game to be close. However,
just see that the boys of Evo has landed, so
the Evo boys are in.
The Evo boys are in. We can confirm that the game will play.
Let's go.
So that's a good thing. I didn't pull you guys out this night for only one game.
Listen, it was a pulse for dramatic effect. All right.
Yeah. Are they coming in?
We were just
coming in.
Bringing second. The moment up. Give me a moment. And where am I looking?
Yeah, and I will start setting up our part of the lobby. Be sure that once the boys are ready to go.
I have it now. I will be with them momentarily. But yeah, okay. Now I can start to get hyped. Everyone is on their way in. So that being said, I think Team Vitagen have been biding their time. Team Evo, fresh-faced, well-warmed up, I presume, and I'm excited to see what's here. Their coach is also in the lobby with us, so let's see if Evo's coach, Mr. Roser himself,
definitely looking like. I mean, I know him personally a bit. We know he's a top lane player. I've seen him play some jungle and support, but definitely more of a top lane player. Has he brought that top lane expertise?
That top focus mentality. He wants Jax in the top lane, and we're just playing. We're just playing through the Jax. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, I don't know how much I agree with Jax being a good. That good of a pick. I mean, it's good into Gwen. I don't think
maybe
it's
good into TF, good into Yon Yasuo, I think, as well.
Yeah. Let me
maybe we get a Jax. As the draft has now been started. Team Vitagen gonna instantly take away that Gragas pick. Very, very prevalent top laner, that tank Gragas. Also, I think seen a little bit in the jungle with that full AP variant of the champion. But yeah, definitely worth a ban in my opinion. Very blindable, very safe. And now let's see what Team Evo do look to ban out in response. Obviously, the Xin, the Jarvan, the Caitlyn's of the world, they do opt for the Xin Zhao. And TV are going to respond with what looks to be the Yasuo. The Yasuo going to be gone. Will the other brother survive? That is my question to you. We were talking about Yon in our little OPGG analysis.
I mean, at the moment, I feel like, hey, we saw you guys last game. You're not going to play that comp again. Kind of message coming out. The Zen ban from Evo, meta-focused. I mean, the Gragas ban as well, in my opinion. Definitely meta-focused. Yeah. The
Zeri ban. Very last minute there from Evo. TV confidently hovering these bans. It's almost like they've really drilled in. They've really done their homework. They know what they want to do. They know what they want to ban. Evo, I think, opting for some more meta bans. We just saw what Zeri is capable of doing, and there goes the Diana as well.
Yeah, pick the ban last. it shows that you have a plan to first pick something and you don't want to leave that victor open. That's kind of the message I feel like
Now,
they gave.
Rakan is open and Lulu is open. The SLE has a tendency to pick up these supports. And with the Jinx, I think Evo might be encouraged to maybe take Rakan as Caitlyn is locked in, perhaps as a response. And there goes the Lulu. Okay, so the Lulu is gone. The Lulu looks to... Wait, is it gone yet? No, they're thinking about it.
It's not locked yet, but definitely. And if you guys want it, we take it away from you, response. In my opinion, I feel
Jinx Lulu
is way more prominent than the
is it gonna be Bard on the Bard? Is he getting it out? Oh no, it might just be the Thresh in response.
Janna hover? Janna top?
Undecided. Janna top.
Uh,
It's not nerfed yet. They could also go Karma if they want to play for that Jinx hyper carry. They could also maybe go Nautilus if they want to really shut down the Lulu, but
I think Thresh is your goat. Oh, but we see
another
a
Volibear locked in.
Volibear.
Perhaps not completely decided on the support yet, but again, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Janna come out.
Definitely a bit not questionable, but it's gonna be harder for the Volibear to play this bot side for sure. Like Lulu Caitlyn, it's gonna be a hard one to walk into.
Janna hovered again. Okay, Janna top or Janna support? Is this a flex pick?
It's flex. If this is a set top laner, like you're dead set on putting her top, you're grieving. Because Evo gets the last pick here, R5.
Perhaps the bans will be very telling of where this Janna will end up. But Evo, unsure. Nothing hovered yet. The last minute, Viego, we do know, was it Obsidian? Has played this champion a little bit this split so far. Unfortunately, it looks to only have been 1 or 2 games. He hasn't really been super busy in solo queue this season just yet. But yeah, we do see now the Akali perhaps banned. The Vex also taken away here. So again, we do see what damage a Vex can bring to the table. We saw it from last game. As with the Volibear as well. Can't let Arvid's Volibear go unmentioned.
Yeah, definitely. The Caliban seems a bit targeted. I don't know how much I like that one. Maybe this is like a comfort removal, but the Yone ban I think is really respectable here. There are still a couple AP top laners up, and
I know. Oh, I know. I mentioned it. The LeBlanc and the Yone will get banned. We were talking about a Yone ban, but Gwen looking to be picked up. I think they do suspect the Janna top lane, and I think Gwen is a pretty decent split push scaling champion to really take advantage of the free lane. But
yeah, I would have still waited with my top laner here. I think your mid laner would have been the
safe way to go.
Goat. Yeah, like if you're expecting that Janna top, like
of course,
no joke. I think if you see that Janna top, I think you're just locking Yorick. Like,
there's the Zoe. I mean, is there a world where Gwen goes mid anyway?
And you just grab the Yorick when you see another support being picked up here.
Well, we're gonna find out now, right? What do you think? If it's a Janna top, what do you pick? Oh no, they are gonna lock in the Poppy. Is it a Poppy support?
It could be, but I don't think Poppy support has any use
is that too much of a reach?
I do not want to be the Poppy support in the Kate and Lulu lane. Like, I mean, what you do? You just get Predator and just say goodbye, Jinx, and roam the map. And you don't want to be that. So I expect the Poppy to go top here.
I'm hopeful for the Poppy support and the Janna top. But I'd be very surprised.
I don't know how much I like this matchup though. The Poppy into the Gwen. You're on a time bomb again. Same with the Malphite, which you kind of always will be with the Gwen, right?
TF pick. I think TF is a really good pick here.
The only thing I'm worried about on Evo is who's gonna start those fights. Is it gonna solely rely on that TF rapid fire gold card, because Janna stays far away, Jinx stays far away, Volibear, I mean, yes, but like he'd probably be sitting around the flank anyway. Zoe is looking on the other side of the walls for those bubbles. Poppy, yeah, I don't know. I do not really like this. Not having we're pulling the trigger type champion on Evo. Outside of that, I think they are all strong champions and good. But yeah, I think they are missing this. We pull the trigger with DF or TV definitely having this with the Volibear. There's Zoe, Poppy as well. I mean, Poppy a bit less than Volley.
I agree with you to an extent, but I also do think if Team Evo, they're a team that is very reliant on team play and playmaking. So I think if there's any team that can kind of pull off a comp like this, there aren't going to be too much better teams in the SLE than Team Evo to do it. I think especially with the Gwen and the Viego, if you get that TF6, get him priority in his lane, the Viego can roam into the jungle. I think does Gwen get priority early on into Poppy? I'm not sure.
I don't.
It's a weird lane.
Poppy deals a lot of damage. Poppy on Sheenback deals a lot more damage. Poppy on Sheenback is actually really strong. Spikes hard on Divine Sunder as well, if she's going to Divine build, because of that low Q cooldown and decently high base damage.
I mean, if Evo can set up that like 1-3-1, their mid game is incredibly strong with the TF looking to just kind of like outnumber the Gwen Viego. But once we get into that late game where TF and Gwen can just set up in side lanes, you can't really ever get onto Caitlyn Lulu if you're a Volibear, unless you got like some crazy flank. But yeah, I think Evo definitely playing the tempo game and playing for that map control, while Team Vitagen are definitely looking more so for those comfort picks, that meta pick in the Jinx. But I think if this comes down to a straight up front to back, I actually couldn't even tell the teams apart. It's really close, but I think Evo definitely with a more flexible team comp. I think TV is very much forced to either front to back or say, Zoe, go find someone. Where Evo can skirmish pretty well with the Gwen, the Viego, and the Twisted Fate. They can front to back really well with the Gwen, Viego, and Lulu Caitlyn.
Yeah, I definitely think this is an Evo needs to be there first type of situation.
Yeah.
If Evo isn't there first, it's going to be hard to get in on those objectives.
Of course, I agree with you.
And with the TV having more of an we can flank you angle, and like they still kind of want to be there first, right? Jinx likes and Zoe likes to be there kind of first, you know, set up those the sneaky bubble plays. I really like the Zoe here. Like it's a really good answer to the Caitlyn. It's also a dangerous answer, because if you ever ruin your R and you come into one of those traps, that's gonna chunk you out a lot.
I mean, it's a trap, it's a gold card, it's those are kind of the two main ones. But I mean, I think again, both teams definitely have win conditions. It's definitely a lot of gonna come down to who can have the map play, and just based on how these teams line up, I think it's going to be a Volibear top.
You think so? Oh, okay. So it is the Poppy jungle. The Volibear top definitely being able to beat the Gwen early game here. Also, again, on the Sheen spike, as the same as the Poppy, but way more confident than the Poppy will be in that matchup.
But yeah, I don't know a whole lot about Poppy, not even Poppy jungle, so I don't like. What do you think? Is it going to be a Predator Poppy jungle?
Yeah,
is it going to be
100%? I mean, I don't see what kind of other angle you would go here. Aftershock, I don't really see the use in it. You need to get like Predator is just too good on her. It's a case of that. Like,
all right.
Question. Yeah.
Level 1, cheese. Yay, nay?
I think they respect each other enough for a no. I think they will respect each other. I'm ready to be put in the wrong here and see the biggest fiesta of SLA split to until now, but
we nearly got it last game with the 5-man invade, but fortunately they didn't stumble across anyone. Because I fear that if they did, Nautilus is going in, everyone's just going to throw everything at the kitchen sink.
If last game, I don't want to recap too much on it. If they walked in on people, that game could have ended completely different.
If you want more information on last game, rewatch the stream.
Yeah, I think it could have been completely different, and I think that's also the reason why Evo and EV will not take this risk, because there are a couple champions you don't want to see that first blood on. Caitlyn for sure will be really oppressive, as much as Jinx is kind of a slight counter to Caitlyn. Her getting a double kill would mean that every headshot is gonna hurt in the early game. Same with the Volibear. Like, if the Volibear picks up that early kill, Gwen will not have any prio, and level 6 Gwen will die. Like, no joke, I think the Volibear with a first blood or a double kill idea can lead the Gwen out.
But I mean, if this game goes late, look, we've already said it. This is a map control, this is a vision control battle, I think, mostly this game. If this game goes late, I can't help but feel Evo have 3 hyper well, maybe not Caitlyn, not a hyper carry, but 3 carries and a Lulu. Well, Vitagen, late game, their only real like carry is the Jinx. The Volibear and the Poppy, as the game goes on, just kind of become CC bots, in my opinion. What do you think there?
I think both, especially with the Divine build, still deals surprisingly amount of damage because of decent base damage. But yeah, as we go into the loading screen, and
we're getting into the loading screen. I would appreciate if I could see that. That would be wonderful.
I forgot that because of difficulties. You cannot. We will get that ready in.
But yes, we are getting into it now. 3, 2, 1. I'm in. I can see. My eyes are open. The mask is off. We are in game.
And it's not looking too.
We are. We are not in game. Spectator.
Get a pause.
Not sure. Perhaps press. Is the play button working?
It's looking kind of rough at the moment.
Interesting.
And don't know if I have any.
Game's out.
Well, I didn't swap the.
Don't you just love the spectator?
Yeah, I think.
Thank you, Riot Games, for this. I really appreciate it a lot.
This is kind of looking rough. I will give it a second, and otherwise we need to try to reconnect.
To restart it, yes, I think that's true. And in the meantime, let me see if I can get in.
I am gonna try to get back in.
You need tournament code should be preloaded, but
tournament code is invalid, of course. So we are kind of in a rough spot here.
I love this. This is great.
This is kind of Riot.
Let me quickly grab like an OPGG link for you.
Yeah, that was, and try to spectate to that. Let's pray that we don't lose too much early game.
I mean, we can start it from the beginning.
True.
I do have that spectate option. Do you need me to send it to you, or do you also have it?
I'm trying to set it myself. Live game.
So yeah, it wouldn't be the SLE without some kind of technical difficulty. Here we go. I'm seeing in chat. Well, you're gonna have to wait 5 more minutes on that one, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Bad.
Oh, but it's actually downloading as a text file again. This is set. You do not have any of the members in. Yes.
I do not, but what I can do is do this for you. Oh, it's a text file as well. That's sad. Oh,
don't know
RIP.
why. I mean, I know op.gg kind. Oh, but it saves as a proper file, so it's fine.
Did we flip it? Are we good?
We flipped it correct.
We're halfway there. Okay.
This is where we ask if Riot client could please start the game.
Come on, Riot.
You just open the bat file, right? Or do you drag it on top?
I think you open it.
This is looking kinda grim.
We're getting there.
Are we?
I
I am just looking if I have any of these members.
I
holidays.
do not.
Wait, can you? No.
Well.
Yep. This is.
So how was your day, Rengo?
It was great until this game became a pain to stream.
How was your day, chat? How have you guys been while we chill out together while Riot fixes themselves?
Yeah.
Oh man, I love the SLE.
I am seeing Rosser opting to come in to try and stream for us. If we can get this on, let me move to the
Saved
casting
by
Kinda
Evo's
saved.
coach.
Okay, hi Rosser. He is gonna try to set this up. I'm gonna try to get the match into, or the overlays are gonna be scuffed, boys.
The overlays will be scuffed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there is not much I can do here. Quality is gonna be even worse, but it is what we have to deal with.
It's gonna be too bad, is it?
Unless I can try one more time to restart the client.
But yeah, feels good.
Just SLE.
Feels SLE, man. Okay.
Open. Non-video participants. Well, we also... Do we have sound? Of course, we don't even have sound on the... Oh, well, there we go. There is sound. Man, this is...
We have sound. Let's go.
We have sound. Let me turn off the waiting music.
Is it time?
I think it is. Let me transition for the viewers. This is how we have to deal with it. I'm really sorry, people, but we got fucked by Riot. Spectator mode. So what did we learn today? Have every team added to your friends list.
True. Have more friends.
Meanwhile, I will try. So what do we see? We see
first blood. We
see first blood on a Jinx, so we can expect an invade.
Oh.
We see that aggressive trading of the volleyback coming in here.
Ultimately comes to nothing, but did someone drop an ignite? Bobo did drop the ignite, but yeah, ultimately looking like Jinx has that first blood kill onto Gwen. I can only assume that there was an invade that happened, as Evo's Bobo is gonna TP back to the lane again. Haha, welcome to a Volibear lane. It's gonna be annoying. The man is very, very strong early on. Let me quickly take a quick look at the junglers. Okay, it's looking like Viego is now on the top side, whereas Dutch opted to play down and clear towards the bot side of his map, as there is some heavy trading going down to this bot lane. Nothing too crazy, though, as the Drake is just about spawning now. It is the Hextech Drake, and their bot is looking to rotate for this. They might just do this on spawn. It is going to be on vision, however, and the Hextech Drake is notorious for being very annoying to take down. It's kind of like Cloud Drake. It kind of sucks to take level 1.
It's just the dangerous part.
Evo, not a fan of this, though.
Poppy or Zoe having the first rotation on this.
This is gonna go down. Poppy is gonna get there. Caitlyn gonna net away, leash the Drake a little bit, and now Evo Zeus is on the run. is going to get stunned and forced to flash away, and now TF is here. The knockup going to go down, and Evo kill now looking a little bit forward as Bard, okay, is going to be forced to flash away too. Viego is here now with the blast plant over the wall, but nothing going to happen there. Meanwhile, what a lovely day up on the top side of the map, am I right?
Yeah, but
Gwen gonna hit 6 here.
That, the volley is taking one,
popped.
but oh, he dodged the second one.
Flashes away. And gonna come to nothing, I think. But it doesn't look like Evo is done quite yet. Okay, never mind, it does. And now LMR is just gonna catch the wave under his tower. Dutch is just going to hover him just in case Obsidian does poke his nose around and look for the dive, because TF is now 6. And this is what happens once TF hits 6. He's going to shove his wave, and he's just going to walk out of vision.
Yep.
And as the enemy team, you really do have to respect that he is just going to instantly TP back to lane. Now it is just all about pressure from the TF. He has the Predator, the Ionian boots. He is looking, he is ready to make this ultimate play happen. But right now, no one else is ready on Evo's side for this to happen. So he is going to be forced to just sit and wait for a little bit as Thiaz going to push in that mid wave. Yeah. Gold lead is dead even at the moment by the looks of things. As the gold card going to come out, Zoe just going to pop summoners as Evo is looking to the mid lane here. Thiaz still pushing. They might look to regank this.
This is pretty decent stage for Evo with the wave being pushed in, but it seems that their Yelm and the Volley are working towards the top side instead of the bot side here.
Is Volley diveable? That is the question.
Or I don't think so. He gets a decent amount of bonus health, unless he gets heavy trading here, in which, in that case, it will be more of opportunity. Yeah, like he is going down decently well. He's half health by now. Like there is definitely a dive angle now.
Permanently just hovering out of vision to the top side. Janna is also gonna make her way top just in case the TF does look to roam. But importantly, they do have top Pixel Brush warded. So they are going to know if TF is in range to get that ulti up off on the top lane, as Janna will be spotted top. I wonder if Evo will look for an angle down onto its LMR, but I'm not entirely sure. As Dutch will just start up the Herald now that Barda Papa is here. It is just going to look to be for free, as Viego and Evo apparently have no idea. And yeah, Vitagen just doing a really great job of picking up these early objectives, as it might now get spotted out, as Obsidian is just walking by. I don't know if he has dropped a ward. I don't think he has. But now M1TK9 does have to be careful. Did just trade. Evo Bobo gonna pop the ult, as Obsidian is also here. Stunned up. Volibear ult does not connect. But in the meantime, they are gonna look onto Yeon here. Nothing gonna happen, even though the Predator popped. And LMR also gonna be forced away from the tower. But importantly, they did pick up the Herald, so it is not just M1 TK lost in vain. It will be for something. It will be for at least 2 plates traded back. But yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not what you're expecting from your Volibear to be behind into the Gwen matchup. It's maybe Dutch should have played a bit more for that top side, but they did secure, of course, the dragon of bot focus they generated. And with the bot lane having the shove going on, dragon spawning in, what is it, like 30 seconds or so? The priority, they are resetting, so...
I'm not sure when Drake is spawning. If we could turn on objective timers, that would be amazing and greatly appreciated. Yes, sir. It is right at the bottom. There you go. It is going to be spawning in 20 seconds, so it does look like the bot lane gonna be late for this Drake if Evo do choose to go for it. And there's going to be a big trade. Volibear going in. But that is a Conqueror Gwen. She has a lot of healing, and ultimately both top laners just taking half their HP bar. And Volibear not done yet. He is going to get that second W.
Showing dominance. Showing I'm not afraid to take trades on the tower with you, but...
Okay, they do spot out. Evo are going to walk in. Predator pop from TF here. They are going to get the stun up onto Dutch. Going to be forced to flash away. And now, is there a re-engage? No, the Caitlyn trap just going to do a good job of poking down the Janna. Zoe going to do the same, and the Dragon not started yet.
They are giving up their space, and this is what we're talking about, right? Evo wanting to be there first, even though it isn't as big of a deal at the moment because of the like low items in the game, but they give this space, and now they can't really. They are struggling to get back in. Like the Poppy disengaged.
Ult the Obsidian away, and now Evo is on the run. Evo kill is going to be forced to flash away, and that is 2 Drakes up. I think Bard did also heal there, just for some top points. I can respect that.
Showing dominance as well. Just as the top lane is showing dominance, like I can dive you. The Janna showing we don't need this heal.
A great roam there from the Volibear to secure that Drake, and now it's 3 objectives down, 3 objectives in the hands of Vitagen.
If we could look into the Dragon Pit real quick for a second, so we can see what
it's
the
Ocean.
next... Oh, it's Ocean, yeah. It's not like the map shows
Ocean
it all.
Soul. And
So-
there's also an icon next to the Drake that spawns.
Dongen, by the way.
It's all good. We can take those.
What do we see?
Jungle or Ocean Soul, Jungle Soul. Ocean Soul, is that a huge win con? I think Ocean is one of the better Drakes, as it does look like Dutch is looking for something here on the bot side of the map. Fortunately for Evo, though, they are going to look to walk to the top side of the lane, but Dutch does not appear to be done. He's going to hold that flank, perhaps, but Evo doing a great job of showing respect. They don't know where Dutch is, so they aren't going to really push up too aggressively. Oh, the bubble. Wow.
So that's
okay,
gonna be a
little
decent
trade there.
Yeah.
Dutch is still down here. He wants this. As Bottom Pie is going to go down, Dutch is just going to flash the wall. I don't know what's happening as... Okay, the sleep does connect, and unfortunately for Viego, nothing happens on the other side of the fight. Janet does get picked up, the exhaust goes down, but it's LMR. Is it enough? No, he does not auto the Caitlyn, and now it is Dutch in a 1v2, and in the top lane it's going off too. The volley barrel comes down. Bobo is not going to make it out of that one. And TF comes in to finish up Dutch. The gold card does connect, and the level up is not going to be enough. Oh my god.
I think we need 3 people to stream this game for us, because we are having fights all over the map.
Everyone just decided all at the same time enough was enough, and I don't know if we are going to go back and look at that. But
I think we want our bot lane focus on this fight.
Caitlyn gonna flash in bot lane to secure the kill. The exhaust comes down from Lulu, and
just a miscalculation from the Jinx, expecting to kill with the auto and already setting up for the next kill, but it's just not there, and it ends horribly for the bot side. And yeah, from this point, what did we create? We create a mythic advantage on the Caitlyn. So that's definitely, like, this is gonna make that first trade a bit rougher to get. We have 140 minutes. I don't think Jinx will be able to get her either Gale Force or Kraken beforehand. It's gonna be close on it. She is farming the cross.
But again, this is the difference that a TF makes. He can, he perhaps might have been like to be down there a little earlier, but he gets down there to clean up that fight where I think Dutch probably would have killed Kill right there. Yeah. But yeah, both teams just deciding enough is enough, as Obsidian is going to get slept. Volibear is going to be there. The ulti is going to come out, and Yeon is just going to be there. But Dutch also there. Volibear going to flash down onto Dutch, and they are going to give the kill over to the Jinx. The Super Mega Death Rocket going to come in to secure that one. And with that kill secured, it is going to look like they are going to take full control of the top side of this map. Herald is available to them, and it is look like they are just going to go for it. No ult onto Viego, so no flash as well. He does have the smite. As Gwen is going to get slept, the W is going to be forced out. Gwen is immune.
So if you are Evo here, are you still looking to contest this? I think you're setting up for that prio on that Dragon Pit. Like, give them the Herald, we make sure that we have all the vision in the Dragon Pit. This top lane is shoving in. We don't have TP on the Gwen. Volibear is TPing down to Caitlyn.
It's gonna be the TP. They does get the first blood tower, however, this Caitlyn gonna get stunned up. The TF ult is gonna come down. Can he get down in time? It's Lulu with the flash shield ult. Volibear ult now down. It is not enough, and it looks like it's LMR might just clean everyone up here as the next stun lands. The flash forward, the exhaust come down, but it is not enough, and now Evo Kill is forced to run away. Obsidian now on the other side of the fight, gonna force the Janna ult, but Evo Kill might get out. M1TK, no. He's gonna pick this one up, and now the Viego gets slept too. The heal comes out. It's LMR. He's not gonna pick that one up. It's gonna be handed over to X-Diaz. But now you have a 4-kill Jinx, a 2-kill Zoe, and Dutch is just gonna pick up this top lane, so nothing gonna happen. The top tower is safe.
Yeah, great crossplay map of VT. Good TP. Knew that the Caitlyn doesn't stand a chance against the top laner at this point of the game. Caitlyn just thought the best she could and had to take the bear. Like,
true. And once Jinx gets excited, I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do. You're not running away from an excited Jinx, unfortunately. There.
Your mythic advantage dies, and Jinx gets her passive reset. It's kind of dumb. I think this is slightly coming from the not posturing up at the Dragon Pit and still kind of looking at the Herald here.
Yep.
At the beginning, I think they should have put all their eggs in that third dragon basket, or like denying that third dragon here, because.
And now Dutch is looking onto Zeus. He's gonna knock him back. Zeus gonna get knocked up again into the traps. And you just cannot move here. My goodness, that was so well layered, the CC between all three of them there.
Dutch being patient on that E, waiting for Caitlyn to panic and E out, getting hit by that steadfast presence, then getting the heroic charge to get even pushed deeper into the pain that he's gonna receive, and Zeus just.
And Vitagen are not done here. They're gonna get that second charge from Herald as well, which I think is actually tons of value from that second Herald, and now it is just looking like, how are you gonna stop this Jinx? She has such good protection and such good peel options. As M1TK is gonna trade. The Lulu and the Janna are both here, but so is the rest, with Dutch and LMR gonna catch Poppy off guard, and now Bobo is gonna be next. The Janna sec gonna confirm that kill. A double kill over to the Jinx again.
Yeah, and before this kill, it was 1.5k difference, and we're going to 2.5k at this point. I was gonna talk about how it's gonna rest on Bobo to carry this with that CS lead, but
oh no,
then this happens.
Wait, okay, the kill is gonna get connected, but is it? She is just gonna get out of that one as the Drowsy does go down again. Is Thiaz done here? Yes, it does look like he will be, but this whole
Obsidian
time
having to use his ultimate to get out of that drowsy, or out of that sleep status and get distance. Two towers falling to top side. This Jinx.
This is a huge 650 gold shutdown, but again, Evo just getting caught a little bit sloppy and a little bit slow in their rotations, just getting caught out around the map. Yes, you have a TF, but he's just not in a position to make these plays. He's not in a position to give his team's numbers advantage because, again, Team Vitagen are just showing up in mass numbers to make sure even if the TF comes, it's not going to matter. And every time they just make a little pick, and again, X-Dia is doing a great job of just finding little sleeps. He has picked himself up that death cap. He has 8 stacks. I hope and pray that it's not cursed and it doesn't signal the end of his game. But right now, things are looking good as a Evo Obsidian will just check up onto despair.
Yeah, and both M1TK9 and Dutch opting for the camp tech, wanting to go hard. There is so much pressure of that coming off the enemy team.
Oh, the sleep is down. Are they going to look here? No, just barely, not enough. But they are going to pick up the smite. I think it's important to note as well, the XP advantage is gained across the board for LMR, for M1TK9. They're up 2 full levels on this bot lane, 3 levels if you include the supports as well. And I mean, again, it is difficult to out-roam a Janna with the stupid amount of move speed this champion gets.
Agree.
And
definitely the Ocean Soul coming in.
They are looking for a death bush as Janna is just gonna get stunned up and deleted here. But on the other side of the fight, Zeus also gonna get one shot. Is the Excite enough? It will not get him away. 900 gold shutdown, and now the Volibear is here. However, the Viego might just get another free transform. As he does, he's gonna keep running forward, and Evo turns this around, but they are not done. TFO forces away the cleanse. Evo Obsidian is gonna land. He's gonna go to sleep. However, the root goes through, so he is stunned up, shot down, and now they move on to Dutch. The same flashes out. Is not gonna be enough, perhaps? No, there's no way he survives this one run, Dutch run, but it is not gonna be enough. And all eyes now onto the Baron for Team Evo.
A massive momentum loss for TV. Like, they lose so much of this. If they need to get to that Drake, get that Ocean Soul, getting Volibear in a position where you can still match that Gwen, because Gwen is gonna be back with the Nessus. She's gonna be 2 items. She is gonna be hard spiking on that solo lane soon. So we should be seeing some more itemization towards Gwen from the Volibear coming in, because he needs to be ready to...
It is just going to look like the soul's going to be handed over, because they are going to take that reset. So LMR just taking this opportunity to just take the soul for free. And ultimately now they might look down onto Yeon here, as they are 3 on the spot side, but the what's it called? That item? That smoke?
The Everfrost.
The Everfrost. But now Dutch also going to look onto Zeus, is just going to get netted and ran away from. Thaya's now gonna look as the Q-Poke does connect, but Obsidian is here just to make sure nothing else happens. But they might look to set up a dive. They do have the Volibear ult here. But,
yeah, definitely. We're definitely seeing, even though they're behind in gold, the enemy team has a Baron buff. They are the aggressors. And I don't think they're gonna let this pressure go down anytime soon. They're looking really comfortable at this stage.
Yes, they just got a dream team fight. Team Evo doing a great job of that. But yes, as you said, they just don't have the map control. Again, this TF not able to match the side lane. And again, in this later stage of the game, you can't expect the Caitlyn to ever outpush or contest the shove from the Jinx.
Especially not with this massive gold difference going on here. So, and this, of course, freeing up Dutch to do whatever he wants in the enemy jungle. Even though I think Evo's vision is still really good for the state where they're in. They are having a lot of good defensive vision here, and they just need to scale at this point and get those picks like they had in the top side.
Find another death bush, find another TF gold card play, a TF ult in type of play, but again, the disengage from Janna makes it so unbelievably awkward to try and get in on top of this team. But again, TF does have the rapid fire, also opting for the Medjais. So both mid laners saying, you know what? This is going well for us. Let's see how this goes.
I mean, isn't Medjais like the biggest turnaround item? It's super cheap, and if you get one good team fight, it's worth, I don't know how much gold value.
But one bad team fight and it completely turns around, and I know.
But you buy it on 0 stacks, so you don't lose much. I think
there's a bit of a stigma around buying this item with a lot of Dark Seal stacks. What if both teams have the item? Who's cursed? Are they both cursed?
I think we are cursed. Looking at how the cast went on last game 2 and us not being able to watch it. So, but yeah, Evo Bobo getting that split push power with the Baron buff. Getting up 60 CS at the moment on top of this Volibear. Volibear still no anti-healing. It's a low amount of MR. He opted for the Deadmans. He is in a rough spot. He is getting himself in a really rough spot itemization-wise here. And Evo has to play off this Gwen and the pressure she will
Now the
create.
Gwen ult gonna come down. M1TK forced to run away here. The Ocean Drake is not gonna be enough. He's gonna ult, but it is just completely futile here as Gwen has completely outscaled him. I think that's fair to say. And she will continue terrorizing that top lane.
Gwen also hitting level 16 after this fight. So the next ultimate is almost gonna one-shot that Jinx if she doesn't watch out in the team fights. That first charge dealing a lot of damage. She's ready to... When it's ready to team fight, they're creating pressure. I think Evo is looking better and better the longer this game is gonna go.
Evo doing a good job of playing out this mid to late game. An unfortunate early game for them, but again, yeah. This... Oh, Dutch is going over the wall. Gonna get rooted, though. I assume that was just her Hex Flash.
Yeah,
nothing gonna happen. What do you think of the Hex Flash phase rush Poppy?
I'm not a big fan of... I think the phase was just fine here. I would still have opted for the Predator. The Hex Flash is just cheeky. Get them on like angles. Yeah. Get them the Raptor Pit, for example. You can Hex Flash from Tribush in upside as well into like a dive out of nowhere, especially if it's clean.
Careful now, as they do just look to go. They do have the volley barrel. TF ult gonna come in. Super Mega Death Rocket gonna come down. Janna ult also gonna dim down, but there's one. And they are just gonna keep running out. Dutch gonna get ulted, but ultimately the volley bear does end up falling. And yeah, just a bit of an overcommitment there. X-Diaz is on the bot lane, and Evo 5-man strong in the mid lane. You can't make that dive work.
Bobo showing that he wants to join the club of Magi owners as well. This is the third Magi's this game. I think...
It wouldn't surprise me if Volibear picked one up at this stage. AP Volibear?
I'm just screaming for Volibear to get some form of anti-healing here. But
now that with Volibear down, Evo just gonna take full control of the top river here. Baron is the next objective up in 30 seconds, so TF looking like he is gonna reset. I assume he has some kind of item. Yes, he is gonna finish that Zonya's. So again, full vision control for Team Evo of this top side. Dutch might look to try and clear some of this out, but are Evo going for this Baron at all? They got the vision top, but they're actually playing towards bot side. So, they are going to look to engage onto Evo kill now, though, with the Janna. Exhaust does come down. Sleep does come down. Evo kill. Gonna ult herself. Gonna force out MKT1's ult, but it is going to be enough in the end. And on the other side of the fight, it's LMR. Is going to be taken down by the Viego. He is going to be put to sleep. Obsidian going to be picked up, too. And now M1TK9 is going to be forced to TP away. Does he get out? He does not. The Caitlyn trap is going to stop him. Yeon is going to go golden, but it is not going to be enough for him. Zoe does have the flash, does have the exhaust, has the root, has the sleep, gets the shutdown.
Has the Sonyas. 200 DS popping into SLE real quick.
A 3 for 3 in the end, but again, Evo Zeus and Evo Vobo, the two carries still alive. However, Dutch also alive. The jungler might stop a recall here. Nothing going to happen. Both of them, the mid laner and Dutch, gonna look to see if they are on this Herald, gonna find nothing though.
Yeah, a spread out fight at the moment going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of surprised about the massive damage Poppy dealt there as well into the Viego. Viego opting for the Divine build as well. This Poppy actually not something you want to mess with in the backline actually.
Viego also was Jinx. So
yeah,
that is something to account for.
Yeah.
And now, again, Evo posturing for this Elder. All their vision, all their members are down. Obviously, look, TF does have the ult. He can get there. And Evo just really trying to use these Caitlyn traps, use these zone control tools. But
this is where you just go to Baron, right? We talked about
you either go to Baron or you march it down mid lane. They are going to say, look, you guys can start the Elder. We are just going to march down mid. But Evo don't care. They're just going to start up this Elder. And I think they might get it. The TF is going to ult in. The Poppy ult comes down. Viego's out of the pit.
It goes
but Caitlyn is going to pick it up. Again, no smite fight in the end. And now it is just run. Evo are going to go through. Bobo is just going to get the ult through. But again, the disengage does come through. They are going to lose one. But importantly, they are going to pick up the Elder. And now it is just all eyes on Baron once again from Team Evo.
Oh boy, I bet Obsidian was butt cleansing when he was flying out of the air there. He was ready to see it being smited away. Dutch had the flash available as well, but just got locked down and wasn't able to get into the pit. That Baron was on smite range for a long time there.
True, it was just San on 400 HP looking around, and fortunately for Evo, Zeus ends up picking that one up. God knows how, but I'm sure his team are thanking him that he did. Whew. But again, is the gold lead great? Yes, you have Elder. You have the end game buffs. I feel like you have to look to end here, because again, you're fighting up against an Ocean Drake, and to be honest, it hasn't looked super important at the moment, but again, the stats it offers only become more valuable as the game goes later, and people can't really buy more items, so the buffs you have picked up become more and more important. But again, Evo...
But Evo definitely being in their position they want to be. They want to be...
The Shirelia's going to come down. I think they might even look to end here. They have two cannon minions.
One really low, though. Probably...
Alright.
Yeah, that... I like.
Again, they're not leaving. I think they want to try and look for an end here. They have Elder, they have Baron. They should win the fight, so I wonder if they are going to go for it as the Glacial is popped. Dutch is just going to ulti the Viego out of that fight. And after that, Evo says, not enough. They are just going to wait. And interesting here, I don't know how much value they're getting out of this, as they do now finally agree that, look, guys, enough is enough. They are going to back off. Their side waves are pushing in towards them. And with that, the blue side here are just going to push out.
Yeah, some breathing room for them.
Some breathing room for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Another explosive game. I feel like we as RT1 members are doing our crowd kind of a shame every time we play with the slow-paced gaming. Meanwhile, we have teams like Evo and VT just delivering.
Juking it out, man.
Yeah.
Kill a minute. And now... Okay, Team Vitagen might be looking for a Death Brush strat up onto this red buff. Let's see if Zeus does fall for it.
There is the ping on our way.
Oh, no.
This is
not like this. There's Obsidian, there's Zeus. The knockup doesn't hit. Caitlyn gonna get stunned up. She's gonna get knocked away. The volley bear ult. But it's just not enough. The Janna ult comes down. Okay, they do pick up again. The TF comes in with the Glacial.
Behind. This is the angle for Gwen to pop off. Now Evo needs to communicate with their top laner and see to get it collapse correct, but they opt to not do it.
The Death Brush. Again, this last-ditch desperation play to bring themselves back into the game does find them. The Evo's AD carry, a very, very important member. And now with that, again, it just becomes very, very difficult for Evo to regain that map control. Although there is a super minion wave in Vitagen's base, I don't think they care for the time being. They will just sweep through, clear out all the vision available, and set up a recall, as the next objective, once again, is that Elder.
Oh, but
oh no,
this is...
Oh, LMR's base gonna get stopped. He does have flash, but he is gonna take this fight. And never mind, he is just gonna flash away Bobo. Level 18 Gwen, not someone you want to be messing with.
Bobo also opting for the I'm gonna carry these fights build. Full
AP Gwen.
Yeah, that R, like, is gonna hurt the entire team. Those
Janna does have anti-healing now, but is it going to be enough for the Gwen, for the Viego? I'm assuming Caitlyn has healing in her runes as well. Most AD carries do. Is Dutch and M1TK going to sit on a pink ward? Dutch doesn't, or M1TK doesn't really seem to care too much. But yeah, Evo going to make their way back down to this bot side of the map now that Caitlyn is back alive again and try to re-establish this vision control that they had.
So yeah, how do you win this? Because I feel like Evo is in the better spot of
again. Evo gonna run it down bot, and they're just gonna happily trade this situation as VIT do seem pretty comfortable just saying, hey, we're just gonna go mid.
She sees the recall, stops one.
Stops Lulu, but again, is it too late? They are just gonna pick up this mid tower for free, and they also have first track. They have first track onto Elder here as well if they do choose to take it. Evo are gonna have to walk in. It is blind as well.
Lulu
they do have
late
one
as well, but Zoe on the bot side.
Ping's coming down just to walk it down mid, just like happened to them a few moments ago. Evo gonna make sure the mid wave is prepped this time. Again, both teams kind of just posturing. Nothing happened yet as Dutch will spot out Obsidian. Evo Kill also there to back him up. The Predator is popped by Yeon. But again, nothing happened as Evo now setting up the Caitlyn traps onto that. Just trying to get as much control over this Drake pit as possible. And look at Evo learning from their mistakes. They are going to make sure the mid wave again is shoved. But you cannot out-shove a Jinx. And okay, Volibear is going to look for Yeon. Going to be forced to flash away. Obsidian going to ult straight in on top. Meanwhile, Bobo on the backline completely one-shotting the Jinx. Going to be finished up by Obsidian. And now the TF also going to be picked up 1-for-1 so far. But more importantly, the AD carry for Team Evo is alive this time round. And it is going to look like off this, they are just going to straight up pick up as the flash comes forward. But no kill. Good poke, though.
Dutch pinging to go in on this Baron or Elder.
Zoe has a flank. Shirelli is popped. Gwen is immune, but this Elder is going down pretty slowly. And the one shot. X-Diaz completely pops Caitlyn, and now Dutch sees the go button. Lulu's gonna get picked up as well as Obsidian gonna get put to sleep and not quite shut down. But that is gonna be Elder now. Over to the side of Vitagen, and not only Elder, that's going to be Baron as well. What a turnaround. 80 carry Evo Zeus found sleeping by the Zoe there.
And they're straight moving to this Baron.
Oh yeah, these objectives are synced up. You get one, you get both.
Yeah.
And now Elder strong. I'm going to assume Baron strong. You have Drake Soul as well. You've got to try to end the game here. I think everyone is late game. Item gold advantages don't really matter too much anymore as TF is gonna ult into Tribrush here. Maybe he's gonna look for some sort of steal, but Gwen also not done, and oh my, that was actually quite close. X-Die is gonna pick that one up. They are gonna reset as a group, and Jinx picking up the Collector last item here?
Yeah, I saw the Dirk. I didn't want to go too much into it because action, but yeah, I think it's a
the Collector is built
choice here, especially with 2 units already having Hourglass, giving that extra armor. I feel LDR would definitely be the choice.
Also, Eon getting off the God, what's the item? Not the Dark Seal, the Hype Train, the Medjai's Hype Train.
But 20 stacks on ties, Death Cap, Lighted Jewel.
Again,
like, any of the carries of
you need to be terrified of this Zoe right now. She is hunting for those sleeps, but again, Baron strong, Elder strong, Ocean Soul strong. It's kind of hard to find as the sleep connects. Do they go here? Just barely. Evo Zeus getting completely chunked out by just the sleep, and now the siege.
This is where PT just plays with the waves and pokes.
Another huge amount of poke down from this Zoe. X-Die is doing a crazy amount of damage before these fights. But yeah, another wave will crash. They do still have the Elder. Caitlyn will get knocked up. Dutch maybe looking the oh my goodness, that is a lot of damage. The Ace in the Hole will come down as well as the Super Mega Death Rocket. The Predator has been popped, but that is the sleep, the Zhonya's. This is the go button. Dutch straight away onto Evo Kill. Bobo is going to look for the engage, but Elder is just too much as Volibear ults down in, and that is going to be the end. Obsidian picked up, and that is going to be it. Evo will unfortunately fall to Team Vitagen.
So the question is, whose heartbeat is higher? The players or the audience? Because that was such a massive swing. Both ways. It was all around. What a game.
An amazingly well played game, and I think that both sides having a good stench of control in the driver's seat with some crazy team fight wins. But again, I think just this Jinx late game with the Volibear, with the Janna, with the Poppy, you can never get on this Jinx. And look, the Zoe kind of does everything for itself. Zoe found picks left and right, critically finding the Caitlyn in that Elder fight that actually, in my opinion, won them the game, the late game there. I mean,
I feel the Zoe kind of MVP late game. Yes, Jinx getting those resets, but Zoe looking for those picks, the 20 stacks. It's
I mean, it was a battle of the Medjais, right?
Yeah.
It was Gwen. It was Gwen on for Evo, and it was X Diaz for Vitagen. And fortunately, Vitagen's Medjais just happened to come up trump in there. And I think now we do have an interview with Mr. Bard himself, if we do want to drag him in.
Yeah,
Congratulations,
hello,
my guy.
Thanks a lot. It was a rough game, as you could see in comment.
I mean, yeah, tell me about it. Let's start at the draft. Tell me what happened. What were the ideas there? Did it go to plan? Did you guys expect to see what the enemy picked? Like, what happened?
So we definitively wanted to deny the Gragas. We knew that they played a lot of Gragas top, and we unleashed a greater evil, as we can discuss just after that. So yeah, we denied the Gragas. We know that Tam, being one of our old mates from past season in Italy, has a lot of shiny pick smith. So we were kind of focusing him on the first rotation. So yes, we were banning the red ban. We had the first pick, so Jinx open, basically one of the two big ADCs. So happy to be able to first pick that.
Yeah.
And yeah, after that we just managed to get something that we could to allow us to have a big leads in early game. Play
a greater evil, as described by the Volibear top and the Poppy jungle.
Yeah, exactly. So we just drafted something really aggressive. We knew that Thais is comfortable on Zoe, that can be some shiny picks that can have a lot of pokes, and I think we made through it because of that, because of the picks, and because of the snowball of the game.
A super back and forth game. Were you guys like ever worried? Yeah, you guys did a great job early of getting those Drakes, getting those just objectives across the map with the Heralds as well. Obviously picking up a super early soul, but obviously then that massive team fight win for Evo leading to a Baron, and then the Elder and the Baron. Were you guys ever worried that game was falling away from you guys?
There have been some points where we could have completely lost that. The Elder Drake, where Thais, which deserves the MVP on that one, saved the house from burning down. Yeah, so that was definitively a rough game, and we managed to pull it out at the end because of the catch that we made. But yeah, team fights were not in advantages, and they were really good at zoning us outside of important areas, setting up traps, setting up impossible pathing. So yeah, we were worried.
So some clutch plays coming up to get you guys that dub. I don't know, anything from you, Rango? Anything you're dying to ask?
I mean, I think it was decent proper execution of both game plans. You guys just got that pick potential going and on it. Evo's we need to be here first. Just kind of got counted by the Zoe being able to, yeah, you want to be there? Well, I will not let you.
Not anymore.
Really well played from the Zoe. I think... what's your perspective on the upcoming games, which is RT1, and I don't know what the games afterwards are going to be. Are you excited? How do you feel after this game? Are you still as confident as Dutch was in his interview?
I think we cannot brag as much as Dutch, because he has to be the captain, so he has to be the one bragging.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we are looking forward to play those games. I think we made a part of the our job today, playing against Evo, and I think we are all really proud of our wins today.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think Evo came into this competition, maybe not a favorite, but definitely a crowd favorite to a couple of people. But yeah, you guys definitely showed up today. And again, congratulations to you guys, and good luck going forward in the split, man.
Thank you a lot.
Yeah. And with that, I think we can call it a night. Well, what a night. What a games. A little bit of technical difficulties, else it wouldn't be as Lee. But yeah, I want to thank you, Brady.
Thank you, Rango. It was a good cast as always.
And I want to thank all of our loyal viewers and hope to see you guys soon with, I hope we will see the game RT1 Vitagen being streamed tomorrow, but we will
you would hope, yeah.
I mean, we will show
casters.
more info in our Discord. Follow our Discord, boys. Follow the channel for updates, and